Good morning, everybody. This is No Cry Baby Rideshare coming back at you from the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Current time is 2 a.m. Temperature is still a nice warm 90 degrees. I wanted to come out here and discuss my current situation and what's going on with No Cry Baby Rideshare. Well, this is the deal. I've been deactivated by Lyft. After 3 years, over 12,500 rides, Lyft deactivated me. Why you say Lyft deactivated me? Lyft deactivated me because of my background check. They said I failed. Well, they didn't say I failed. Checker said I failed my background check. Okay, but this is the situation we have. When I started 3 years ago, my background check was approved. And every subsequent yearly background check had been approved up until this one. So one must ask yourself, okay, did Lyft ever even do the original background check or the subsequent yearly background checks that they all of a sudden would deactivate me now for the same items on my background as I had before? Or is it retaliation for maybe my YouTube channel? Or what do you think it may be? Because I went on Twitter, Ghost Cab. I want to say thank you for hitting up Twitter, because Lyft totally flat out refused to answer anything on Twitter until another subscriber made a comment on there. And please feel free. I'm going to put my Twitter handle down there. Go on there, blast them. See why they would, after allowing somebody to drive for 3 years, same background, all of a sudden just deactivate them for no apparent reason other than the background, which was approved for the last 3 years. It's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. I definitely proved myself, 5-star driver, 12,500 rides, no major issues. So even with my background, which I've never said I was perfect, yeah, I have a few blemishes, but nothing that serious, that just misdemeanor stuff. But I was always allowed to drive with those, and now all of a sudden you can't, which doesn't make sense to me. Unless, like I said, they just never did the background checks. So they've been lying to the public this whole time regarding background checking their drivers. And I think you can almost see it because of the fact that a lot of Lyft drivers, Uber drivers, they're doing some crazy stuff with these passengers, killing them, stabbing them, raping them, shit like that. So it makes you wonder if they ever really did the background checks. And they're just, now doing it because more and more scrutiny is being put on them, being a public company, so on and so forth. But I am definitely fighting it. Like I said on Twitter, Lyft actually responded and said that they never even see the background checks. So Lyft never even sees your background checks, supposedly. It's all left up to Checker. So apparently Checker, I'm contracted to drive for Lyft, not contracted to drive for Checker. So Checker is the one that, I guess, runs the background check and fails you and decides your fate with Lyft, because Lyft says they never even see the background checks. And I have the tweets for that. And if anybody wants me to, email you the tweets, hit me up in the comments. I'll email those tweets to you. That's exactly what they say. I'm not afraid to show it. Like I said, I've never claimed to be perfect. You obviously can tell just by looking at me. I'm far from fucking perfect. But I always treated my customers with the utmost respect. Like I said, 5-star driver. I went out of my way for my customers when I could. And I proved myself, even with a little few nicks on my background. Because nobody is perfect. If they expect every person that drives to be perfect, that's ridiculous. So what am I currently doing right now? Currently right now, I'm doing Postmates. And so I'll keep you all updated on my Postmates game, because I'm going to go just as strong with it as I am with my rideshare. I'm not a lazy guy, as y'all can tell. I get out here, I do my thing, and I will make Postmates work for me. I may sign up for other things. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it. I've put in a couple applications for other places to work, driving gigs. So we'll see how all that goes. But I want to keep you guys updated on my situation. And what's going on with me. And trust me, I can still, being a former driver, I will still be able to keep up on rideshare stuff and bring my opinions on other people, other situations that may be brought up in the rideshare world. And like I said, right now I am fighting to get my job back with Lyft. A lot of you might say, "Oh, why are you fucking fighting? It ain't worth it." It's not that it's worth the driving for Lyft. It's the principle behind the situation. You're screwing over people. These people drivers have out here have put, a lot of money into their vehicles, the depreciation of the vehicles, and all that just goes down the toilet because Lyft feels it's okay to deactivate you based on what another company says, not even what Lyft says. So to me, that's a little shady in that respect. So, like I said, we're going to keep that up. Like I said, if you all want to go on Twitter and blast them for me, I'll leave my Twitter handle. You can go on my message and blast them why they do it. Why they're getting rid of a good quality, driver when you've allowed them to drive for 3 years. Because I feel that I'm the kind of driver Lyft that these customers deserve. A hard worker, a safe driver, no incidences of over 12,500 rides. So, do what you guys want to do. If you guys want to hit it up, hit it up. I just, throwing it out there for you. But, yeah, that's my current situation. Like I said, I am fighting it though. I've contacted Checker. I want to know why it is that my subsequent background checks have all passed and all of a sudden this one has not. If they're the ones responsible for doing the background checks. And I want to see what it was that disqualified me. I saw my record. I kind of understand where it may be an issue, but at the same time, like I said, I've been driving 3 years and I've proved myself that, just because you have a couple dings in your past doesn't make you a bad person or a bad driver. These companies do a lot worse things to us drivers, the customers, than I could ever do as far as my background. So, like I said, I'm fighting it. I'm fighting Checker. I'm waiting on Checker to get back with me to see what the deal is with the background check. After that, I get their response. Then I'm going to go right back to Lyft and see what the deal is. If they don't see these background checks and they just allow another company to make the decision, like I said, my contract is with Lyft, not with Checker. Yeah, I contracted with Lyft to have another company do the background check, but at the same time, 3 years, you passed me. Now you failed me. So it may be retaliation for something else. I don't know. Maybe my bad attitude, maybe this channel. I don't know. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting up Postmates. So we're going to go ahead and give that the 100%, like No Crybaby Rideshare does, with anything he pursues. And like I said, I'm looking at other options as well. But until then, I'm going to do the Postmates and keep you guys updated on other things. Like I said, I'll still do the rideshare stuff. I am a former driver. I do have the experience. So I'm still going to, put my input in on that because I feel I've earned that right to. This is No Crybaby Rideshare out. Keep your fingers crossed. We do the thing with Lyft. Like I said, it's not because I'm dying to drive for Lyft. It's the principle of the matter. And to be honest with you, I love driving for Lyft. I love doing the rideshare. And my record proves it. 5 stars, 12,500 rides, no major incidences. I love my job. I do my job well. And anything I do well. And, I love customer interaction. I love all that stuff. And to have that just taken away because, either it's a retaliation or it's just some bullshit that they passed over and allowed, and now all of a sudden they want to do something about it. To me, that's ridiculous, and they should be called out on it. I'm also looking into maybe doing some small claims because I feel that if you allowed me to drive for 3 years, you depreciated my car, the money I put in maintenance on this car, my time that I put working on my own car to keep it running for their customers, I may just take them to small claims court and look for means of getting some of that money reimbursed back to me because it's ridiculous. I'm tired of these companies getting away with just raping us drivers whenever they feel like it and doing as they please to us because it's not fair. Like I said, the whole employment thing in California, I hope they get what they get. If that's what they want to be and they get the benefits, good for them. I do wish nobody ill will in this game. I know I have some haters out there. I know I have some trolls, I'm sure, that may not like the things I say, or I stick up for certain people or this, that. I don't stick up for anybody. I'm all about the freedom to speak your mind without being censored at any time. So when I speak, it's because I speak a means of freedom for everybody. And I believe in that. That's why if you come on here, you can say whatever you want. You're not going to get any kind of, I'm not going to block you. I have no moderators on here that could block anything you say. I don't even have no subscribers really to make that many monitors. And so, I don't make any money off this channel. So it's not like it's some thing that, is going to blow up my paychecks or anything like that. But I always believe in freedom to do as you please. And that even means speaking your mind, driving ride share, rubbing your butt when it itches, whatever works for you. It's all about the freedom to me. And that's what this country was, made on, is freedom. So everybody has that right. So once again, this is Don't Cry Baby Rideshare, coming back at you from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And remember, you are the creator of your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you. All right. See you guys later. All right. Bye.